people. Where's the booth? All right, I gotta figure out how to do a good Comic-Con special, really special coverage here. I'm trying to find Phil Kim, though. I want to cover and start with the famous Monsters of Filmland booth. Phil Kim! Hey, listen, nobody likes clowns. Do you think I put too much blood on this?
I think there's a lot of too much going on, yeah.
I mean, I'm like, hey, let's play the clown game. People are like, I'm out.
Yeah, well, I'm out too. Yeah.
No, you're in right now. Listen, I want to cover stuff, but I can't get any interviews, buddy.
Yeah, you get the wrong mic flag. You really do. So here's what I want. Here's what I want you to do. There's so much going on here. I need you to help me cover other monsters while I cover the other monsters. It's cool. It's cool. Other monsters.
But I got the wrong mic flag. What does that mean? Oh, famous. So famous monsters. So
absolutely.
All right, so I'm gonna do like a toy special, run around. Now they'll talk to me because I got this.
Yeah.
Listen, while we're here, real quick, let's talk about famous monsters. Of Filmland. How long has Famous Monsters been around?
Famous Monsters has been around since 1958, February 13th, 1958 to be exact. That's 58 years. Yep.
Okay. Do you have a favorite, and why?
I do. It is the creature. I know that's kind of like the generic, but it's really my favorite because it really was the first time that they spent so much effort on creating a prosthetic makeup that, really nowadays what you see is like on Predator, all of these great current monsters that we love to watch really kind of stem from in the 30s and the 40s when they were really experimenting with this stuff. And those poor guys, like especially like Godzilla suit guys, man, that stuff was not breathable. Let me tell you that.
That sounds like a good weight loss plan. I should do that, right?
Yeah, weight loss like dead. Yeah.
Oh no, well I don't want to die and lose weight. I mean, you're gonna lose weight anyway, right?
Yeah. So sure.
Oh my God. Hey, so listen, if people, because I've seen people freaking out already coming to this booth, right? There's people behind the camera waiting to buy shirts.
Absolutely.
Okay, if they missed out on an exclusive or something, maybe you got something in the back, or hey, they want to get one of these shirts, and where can they get it?
They can go to CaptainCo.com. CaptainCo.com.
All right, you go make money. I'm gonna go make friends, and I'm also going to.
You're not making friends. You're not.
How about clown girls? All right, I'm gonna just hit the road. Give me your credit card later. We'll talk. Don't worry about it. Tonight on Famous Monsters TV, San Diego Comic-Con special, we talked to Mezco Toys about the new Jack in the Box horror characters.
Well, Jack in the Box itself is a scary item. So we just upped it to the 10th degree and put horror icons inside.
Can you believe it's been 30 years of Aliens and Predator? We chat with NECA and talk exclusives.
I'm naked now. I'm naked and covered in mud.
The rise of the art toy movement has hit the collector crowd. So how do you get a hold of one of these rare pieces of art?
The way you get these pieces is all by lottery, because you can't just walk up to the place and go, I want to buy it, how much it is. You got to try and win it. And if you win it, then you can be able to purchase it.
And later, we take a tour with Sideshow Collectibles and play with the Court of the Dead.
Queen Gethsemane herself. Kind of incredible when you can create one 3D element and have it actually come to life in another in 3D envelopment altogether, yeah?
It's all coming up on Famous Monsters TV. The San Diego Comic-Con International is the place to be if you're seeking out horror and sci-fi memorabilia. Elite Creature Collectibles is one of those stops where you can see amazing maquettes of museum quality. They produce some of your favorite horror icons, like Mohawk from Gremlins. Or how about Freddy Krueger with the boiler room base and his beautiful burnt face. They also have Jason Voorhees on the dock with a young drowning Jason in the water below. Now, if you're looking for something smaller, then check out Mezco Toys.
Well, we all love horror, over at Mezco, so it's always a treat to, pick what properties are available and how we can translate them into like our stylized line while still keeping the look of the character, but distort it enough that it still has, a cartoony kind of look to it. Recently released, we have a Pinhead stylized vinyl and Sam from Trick or Treat. And in development right now for the next year will be Alex from Clockwork Orange. With Living Dead Dolls Series 34 will be shipping soon, and the concept behind that series is it's like an old coal mine that they just town discovered gold in, and they send the kids down to mine the gold. They get trapped in an avalanche, and the town takes all the gold but leaves the children there who die in the avalanche, and their ghosts come back and haunt the town. So we did like a series of 5 dolls, all kind of old school looking mining outfits, dirty, covered with coal and stuff, and soot. You know, Jack in the Box itself is a scary item. So we just upped it to the 10th degree and put horror icons inside. So it's like something that, it's one of those things that no one else, you would think it's been done before, but no one's ever made like a horror Jack in the Box.
Frickin' thing is locked, man. All I want is I want Dutch, man. I want Dutch in mud. I want jungle briefing Dutch. Someone got a knife?
Cousin
I could
Dave,
just.
Cousin Dave.
What? Whoa.
You gotta wait for this stuff. Come on. You gotta wait.
No, I know.
It's coming in stores soon.
Okay.
You can't have it right now. The glass is, so you can't have it. You can't have it. Sorry.
Look, I'm at the NECA booth. I'm freaking out right now. I was trying to get it. I got busted. I'm sorry, man. Listen.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. You look great.
No, I'm addicted to color and toys, and of course, aliens and Predator.
Of course. I mean, look at all the colors we got going on in the booth today. Even Dutch is wearing pure red.
I'm freaking out right now. Tell me about the Comic-Con exclusive Dutch.
The Comic-Con exclusive Dutch is the Jungle Briefing Dutch himself. From the beginning of the movie when he meets Dylan, son of a bitch. He has the jungle briefing for what Dylan and his team are gonna do, and they lock arms in that most famous embrace, and we have that on the packaging there.
Which is like the beefiest muscles you ever seen when you were a kid going, holy, are they gonna explode?
It's a muscle off.
Yeah.
You know, who's got the bigger muscles and who's got the longer, But anyway, we've got him on sale for $30 here at the Comic-Con only, and it's an all new figure to purchase. Well, this year is the 40th anniversary of Predator. 30th anniversary, excuse me.
I was like, am I getting all holy crap,
Jeez.
dude?
Sorry, 30th anniversary of Predator this year, and we have a full line of figures. We have a couple of Predators that are out now. We have Dutches that are out now. Throughout the movie, he changes costumes and he starts, getting less and less clothes as the movie goes on. So we have him in.
I'm naked now.
I'm naked and covered in mud. So we have all the variations shown here in the jungle scene, from when he goes to Patrol Dutch to Jungle Disguise Dutch. And we have a bunch of variations of the Predator as well. Unmasked, masked, unmasked. We have the Ultimate Predator that's out now. We have the ABP Pillar that's out now. And this year we'll be coming out with the Jungle Demon 18-inch Predator, which will have LEDs in the gauntlet, LEDs in the eyes when they flash yellow. The last couple years we've been dealing with the 30th anniversary of Aliens, believe it or not. 30th anniversary is everywhere, and we've expanded the line to the Marines, not just the creatures, but we want to get the whole team out there as best we can. So not only do we have Hicks and Hudson 2-pack out now, we've got Vasquez and Frost out, and later on this year we're coming out with Bomber Jacket Ripley, a second version of Vasquez when she's in the battle vest, and none other than the director James Cameron himself in a Marine uniform with clapboard and his viewfinder that he used in the film and whatnot like that. So James Cameron coming to Toys R Us exclusive at the end of this year.
You guys also do Ash versus the Evil Dead.
That's right. Season 2 was a big hit, and we love doing the figures. This year we're coming out with an ultimate Ash vs. Evil Dead hero Ash. He'll have all the different expressions. He'll have the glove, he'll have the wooden hand, he'll have the chainsaw, he'll have his shotgun. And he'll have a little picture of the car that was such a big
that
part of
moose
season
accessory.
2.
Where it's possessed, right? It's like, bleh.
And we've got the Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn 2-pack with Evil Ed for the first time, and Hero Ash as well. Ed will have the sliced off head from the axe scene, when he slices his head off.
Everybody wants some Evil Dead figs. You gotta get them at NECA. What about Chucky, man? NECA and Chucky. Tell us about it.
Wanna play? Little Chucky is coming out this year in a big way. We've got Ultimate Chucky. He comes with 4 heads, all the accessories from Part 1 Child's Play, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, and the 6th film, Curse of Chucky. We decided to do all the heads in one box, and he's going to come in the Good Guys style box with open window flap.
That box, it looks vintage, man. I love it.
We're keeping it old school with Chucky, and he comes with all of his weapons: knives, kitchen knife, the ruler from Part 2, the broken hand with the knife sticking out. He comes with the razor blade from Part 3 and the gun from Part 3. We're going all out on Chucky this year. He's awesome.
And if you're a Chucky fan, each little knife, that your mom would suck up in the vacuum or whatever, the detail on that is phenomenal. Tell us about the artists behind these products.
Oh, wow. It's a painstaking process, but it's all done with love. We love these properties like no other, and we study it like no other. So down to the Good Guys symbol on some of the props, like the hammer, down to the symbol on the ruler, everything is done meticulously. We really look at the reference. We love these movies and love these properties, so we give it the attention it deserves.
Get your good guy, Chucky.
Wanna play?
Now, who doesn't want a Mogwai with an Uzi, huh?
We're coming out with Mohawk this year with his Uzi gun from Gremlins 2, the new batch. Finally, fans will be able to get him in his colored movie colors. We also have Ultimate Gizmo out now, and he comes with a bunch of different faces, the candy cane accessory, the trumpet, the Santa hat. So fans can really go nuts with Gremlins this year in that form.
So you could gear up with Gremlins at NECA.
That's right, Gremlins. This year we're going to be doing an Ultimate Freddy Krueger from Freddy's Revenge, Nightmare on Elm Street 2. He'll come with 3 different heads, a magnetic flame on the back. You are all my children now. And he'll have the Hell Rottweiler, the Hellhounds, with the weird creepy baby faces from that film. And we're also coming out with Part 3 Dream Warriors, the Freddy Krueger puppet, when he transforms into the puppet and comes alive to murder them.
That's actually the creepiest thing I've seen in your booth, man. This is awesome,
Yeah.
right? I mean, tell me about, look at that.
He'll be fully bendable, and he'll come with a stand and a beautiful window box with new art by horror artist Jason Edmonston. We commissioned him to do the front box cover art, and it looks beautiful. It's going to be a great release.
Here's the question, though. Do you think that'd be a good pickup thing to have for girls? Like, you want to play Freddy puppets?
Just say, "This is God."
You think that'll work?
No. This year we're doing an accessory set for Friday the 13th, so it's going to be a box set for kind of diorama displays for all the different Jason figures. We've done Part 2 Jason, Part 3 Jason, Part 4 Jason, Part 6 Jason, and
There's still not enough.
There's still not enough. There's like 12, 13 films, right? So with this year we got the Camp Crystal Lake sign coming, we've got the fire, we've got the dock. For Jason fans, it's a dream come true.
The only obscure figure would be that old homeless woodsman that just goes, it's a death cast, right?
We will not be making him.
That'd be funny. That'd be a joke, though.
Fans can dream, I suppose, so yeah.
San Diego Comic-Con International is the place for freaks, geeks, and weirdos, and those of you who love horror collectibles and action figures. One thing I'm trying to figure out is vinyl toys. They are freaky, colorful, and exciting to collect. And I hear they're kind of rare. And you know what? I think we should check them out now, because speaking of freaky... How you doing? Listen, we're good. I think there's free pizza over there if you guys want to go get free pizza, okay? I'm going to head this way. So I'm attracted to like bright colors, little ADD kicks in, and I walk by and I see all this vinyl and I'm freaking out. I go, I love all these creatures and creations. And then I start to wonder, it's like, man, vinyl's starting to pop up a lot more and more, and I love stuff like this, right? Here's the question. Where did this all start?
Started back in the late 90s, or maybe middle 90s, whatever, advertising figures. There was the cereal monsters, like Frankenberry, Boo Berry, Count Chocula. And Frankenberry actually became a character that everyone wanted. So what happened was the Japanese decided to take the Frankenberry and turn it into their figures. One company took that Frankenberry and turned it into a figure called Skullcoon. And from there, vinyl started to blow up.
What I like is the underground feel of this. You know, there's artists out there, like I met a guy named Skinner, and they do these such limited runs, and they're hard to get. Why is that?
Well, I mean, come on, this is all about art, and this is all about beautiful art that's three-dimensional, which I always love. I mean, you can buy a piece that goes on a wall, or you can buy a piece that'll fit in your room, and it's just exactly what I think everybody wants. The limitedity, whatever of that is what everybody also wants. The harder to get, everybody wants it. So they're very unique, collectibles.
So guys like Skinner sitting there, it's like a ship in a bottle. He's sitting there painting and talking to it, and that's why maybe there's only 10, right?
Exactly. No, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of work and a lot of time. So you have to understand that everybody's going to want it. In this world, the way you get these pieces is all by lottery, because you can't just walk up to the place and go, I want to buy it, how much it is. You got to try and win it. And if you win it, then you can be able to purchase it. It's a pretty good idea.
I hope that guy sends me the Mad Pigman, because I did win the lottery. I sent him money. I'm waiting for Mad Pigman. So if you're out there, Tan, hey buddy, the circus is waiting. There's a lot of accessories I noticed. I met a guy named Han Cholo, right? He made like this little silver helmet that goes on the two-headed guy. Tell me about people customizing
Here I see some pieces by Rob Pryor, and Rob Pryor actually a company working through a company with Mind Style, Pop Life. I think the name of their figures they're called Double Trouble, and there's a lot of figures there that are designed by Rob Pryor, who's an amazing artist, and if you can own or try to get the art. His art, which is not easy to get because how much energy he puts into it, and he only does one of a kind. Here's a chance to get some of his art, but again in three-dimensional form.
Is there like custom box art that people are making for these as well? Or?
No, those are actually some of the pieces that you can buy are actually you get in that box. This is a takeoff of a Japanese safubi, kaiju monsters. Like Godzilla. I mean, come on, how many people collect Godzilla? How many people love Godzilla? So this is just another level of different monsters that are created by the artist. Amazing.
You have the power to say, I get these two figures that are the rarest of rare. What would they be? What are the treasure hunts?
Well, I had my eye on one of those in the showcase, but I don't see it there anymore. So I am going to cry. I'm serious. I'm not. I was expecting, but anyway, let's go with that figure that's up there.
Holy crap!
Yeah, so that figure up there, that's by a company a famous company in Japan, Three Tides Tattoo, and they have a tattoo shop well known in the world, and that's one of the characters that they created so you can have that character in tattoo form on your body. So, yeah.
That would be killer at a party. You got naked clown girls running around. You got that. They're doing tattoos. Could you imagine?
Oh, I love it. And those pieces were available here a couple days ago, but unfortunately they're gone because everybody wanted those pieces.
when I'm not designing all kinds of crazy cool stuff at NECA, I'm watching Famous Monsters TV. Bleh.
Sort of look. There we go. If you're looking to beef up your Alien and Aliens collections, check out the latest releases from Super 7.
So Muscle, they're the old figures we all had in the 80s, these little tiny rubber guys. And so we took those and turned them into licensed properties like Aliens, like Masters of the Universe. And so we made just a whole range. You can get the guy with the thing bursting out of his
Chest
head.
burster!
You can get Bishop cut in half with his robot guts spilling out, all in these tiny little rubber figures.
And they also have the ultimate alien collectible, the 18-inch Aliens Warrior, a perfect partner to stand next to your 1979 vintage figure. One of our last stops on the toy tour is Sideshow Collectibles. The range of pop culture properties they cover is phenomenal, and they have their own horror-inspired figure line called Court of the Dead.
So the inspiration for Court of the Dead, I think, is a little bit of my teenage Dungeons and Dragons career, as well as my fascination in heavy metal and books like Elric and all manner of sort of dark fantasy kind of things. I'm Tom Gilliland. I'm the CCO and the creative director for Sideshow Collectibles. So the process of creating a lot of these characters that you see behind us is both a two-dimensional design exercise and a 3D expression, obviously. So it's a lot of illustration drafting and a lot of sort of, I work with a 4 or 5 person design team, kind of collaborating ideas at that point, taking things from kind of the monsters we've always loved, and especially in this case, we're thinking about the underworld, so we're trying to pay off those things that you expect, ghosts, gas, skeletal type characters. Once we've got that figured out, we've got our master illustrations, then we're working with our 3D teams. We're going in as either digital sculptors or traditional physical sculptors, of which things behind you are done both ways. Those are then either outputs, sculpted in clay, molded, painted, and finished as you see here. So the character we're talking about now is Poxel. So he's sort of a scourge reaper, and what that means is he was a reaper originally in the sort of these Mortis Knights that go and harvest the souls. But there's a negative to that. You have to be able to do it without sort of taking any of that power onto yourself. And so the Underworlders are trying to avoid being destroyed by the effort that they've been enslaved to perform. Poxel is one of those Reapers that was unable to do that. So he had to be outcast from the Reaper society or whatnot because he was going to destroy the process and himself in doing so. So what you see is now a sort of bedraggled underworlder or whatnot who has, in a manner of speaking, taken on the guilt of that and turned it into a negative for himself, and it's kind of eating him up. So instead of sort of finding a different role where he can be productive, he's kind of, well, if I can't be on the A team, I don't want to be on any team. So he's become sort of this outcast, picking at scraps or whatnot to subsist out in the underworld, while sort of conniving his way to kind of get vengeance on the All-Taker or Death, who he feels has sort of betrayed him in the process, even though it was really his actions that took him there. And a lot of what happens in court is really your decisions are what govern your destiny. So Malavestos in Court of the Dead is a bit of the concierge to the underworld. He's kind of our fourth wall breaking character that can kind of talk to you on the mortal realm and say, hey, check it out, here's what's really going on, right? So we've done a great premium format piece for that, and when you look at it, you'll see that there's two faces, one of which is sort of his more gesture smile, and underneath that is a different face that is sort of a grinning skull, to give you that impression that he sort of is a bit of a straddler on both ends of the realm, something that you can easily kind of connect with, and then something that I think pays off what you would expect in the underworld in terms of that sort of Grim Reaper visage, right? The line definitely has some longevity. We're obviously going to continue to put more of these premium formats on the board. I think, you know, our next turn is to kind of look at the enemies of the underworld, both the Rakers that are invested in this dread script that's affecting them, as well as the Celestials from heaven and hell. The prestige format is something that we're looking to, you know, get people excited about, because it's a format that we can develop other characters that people have maybe seen in the Chronicle of the Underworld, and we can express there, as well as some of your favorites that we can do in different incarnations. Queen Gethsemane, as an example, is infinite numbers of looks and outfits or whatnot, so we can portray her in a number of different images as well within this small collection. Well, we definitely are focused on big presentation pieces. The thing that we've also noted is that there's, you know, the collecting world has grown exponentially in the last few years, and I think that what that's bringing back to us is both an opportunity to satisfy a different format, but to also create more accessible points of entry for collectors that are maybe sort of gravitating their way towards the sort of bigger masterworks that we're well known for. So the small prestige format was designed to both accommodate collectors who might already have big collections and are running out of space, which is a very real thing, and also those that are maybe just coming into collecting and whose collectible budgets have a, you know, a certain fixed level, and we want to be able to give them something that lets them enjoy the kind of 3D works that we're well known for, but in a format that's both financially and space accessible.
That's it for our Comic-Con toy tour. We'll leave you with clips we had to cut out of the show.
Dead by dawn, dead by dawn.
Hey, we're doing TV, we're doing it. And I'll just, okay. Sure. Can I also borrow money and just say, hey, it's for monsters?
No.
Collect all dead children, all 5. Get one while you can, right?
Hey, deader's better.
Who doesn't want a human face on a dog like a Rottweiler torso, right? And one freaky thing we're gonna find are some vinyl toys. I say we just, you know, get some hot girls, some vinyl toys, and have a party. What do you think?
Let's do it, I'm ready. And rock and roll.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the rock and roll.